Hi, Matt Thomas here with another One Chart lesson. This time we are looking at the Bob Marley song called Three Little Birds. We need to play this with a sort of a reggae feel. It's a very simple song, but it's got a more of a reggae feel to the rhythm. So I'm going to explain how we do that and take you through a couple of steps to get your strumming up to speed with what we call a shuffle or a swing rhythm. And I'll explain a little bit more about that as we get into it. But first of all, you'll notice that there is a very famous hook in this song. It's in the key of A, and there's a keyboard part that goes da-na-na-na-na-na-na. So we're going to learn how to do that and incorporate that on the guitar, incorporating it with our chords. The chords are very simple for this song. We have A and E and D. Now there's really only two sections to this song. One is the chorus, which has that da-na-na-na-na-na little hook in it, and the other one is the verse. And what Bob does is he basically goes between the verse and the chorus pretty much for the whole song, and that's all it does. It goes verse, chorus, or chorus, verse. And so what we need to do first is we need to get our chorus strumming happening and learn to incorporate that little riff. This is the bit that is most challenging with this song. So spend a little bit of time getting that down, and then the rest of the song is dead easy. Now, we're going to take you through the riff that we're talking about here. We're spelling it out whilst we're playing an A major chord. So an A major chord, you can use these three fingers, you can use these three fingers. I use these three because for me it's easier to fit my pinky and the other two fingers on there rather than these fingers because they're slightly larger fingers. But it doesn't matter which ones you use. What matters is spelling out these notes. Now on your chart, you'll see on that intro, I've written it out in normal music notation as well as tabs, so it's easy for everyone regardless of whether you can read normal notation or not. Okay, so to play the chorus section of this song and incorporate that signature riff into it, what we do is we play an A chord. On the first beat of the bar, we do two strums of an A chord, two quaver strums or eighth note strums. So we go one and then we start the riff on the second beat. You start playing the second fret G string, lift your finger off the B string, play on the upstroke if you like. It doesn't really matter whether you go up and down in particular order for the notes on this riff, but you'll find your hand will naturally find a way that feels comfortable. What's important is spelling out the notes on the right beat. So you go two on the G string, an open B string, back to the two on the G string, to the open E string, then you put your finger back on the B string second fret, then you lift it off, play the open B string, and play the G string second fret as the last note in that riff. So it's so strum the A, then play the riff. And what you want to do is you want to try and let every single one of those notes in that riff ring out for as long as possible, because it will sound most like the actual riff. The riff is a keyboard riff, but we're trying to let that ring on, and it actually just sounds nice to have those notes cascading into each other. If you cut them short, it doesn't quite have that same flow. So again, A, then a rest at the end of that bar, strumming again. The actual timing of those notes you'll find, apart from the two strums at on the first beat, then we move into what we were talking about before with those triplet beats. Now, swing feels and shuffle feels have what we call triplets in them. So that is you can counter 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3 inside that rhythm. So a straight rhythm goes 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and 1, and 2, and 3. A swung rhythm will have some form of triplet. It won't necessarily be every single triplet, but you will be able to hear those triplets in there. Now, how that works for this particular riff is we play, say our beat is made up of 1, 2, 3 beats. The first note there, the 2 on the G string, is the first of those 3 beats. The second of those 3 beats is a rest, 1, 2, 3. And the third beat, that one there, is the open B string. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 1. 1, 2, 3, 1. And so the next note you play in the next group of 3 is that 2 on the G string again. And then the next third beat, and this should be clear on your chart if you follow it closely, the next third beat you play is the open E string. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Take a moment to listen to it, to listen to that rhythm as I'm playing it. 1, 2. There's your triplets. Now, the intro is all A chord followed by that riff for, I think, 4 bars. Then we come into the chorus, which is the same, but after 2 bars of that A with the riff, we move to a D. When we play the D, we don't do the riff. Back to the A. And your underlying strumming rhythm or timing for your right hand is 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2. That's the intro, 4 bars, 4th one. Then we move to the chorus. Don't worry about a thing. 2 A's, then we go to the D. Chorus, every little thing is gonna be alright. Back to the A and do the riff. And then we do that 4-bar pattern again. And that's our chorus. So the chorus is 8 bars long. Then the verse is where we start to do our relaxed strumming. Now again, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Now if we were doing a straight rhythm, our up strums would come exactly in between those down strums. But in a swung rhythm, using that triplet feel, our 1 and our 3 in our triplets are where we do the downstroke, and our upstroke comes on the 3. So it's 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So it's almost like your hand has a little pause down there on the middle note of that triplet. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. And if you get that feel sounding nice and comfortable, then again, you can't go wrong. That's a nice natural rhythm to strum your way through this song. So the verses go like this. Rise up this morning, smile with the rising sun. The 3 little birds upon my doorstep, singing sweet song. The melody's pure and true. So you can do that down, down, up, down, as a sort of a bass rhythm. The key is, I think, those first 2 strums. But again, that right hand rhythm, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and a 1 and 2 and a 3 and 4. So that up strum will come on the third beat of the triplets. If you got that down, it's all good. Hope you found that useful. Thanks for watching. Have some fun with that. You can do anything you want with the strums. As I always say, as long as your right hand is moving in time, you really can't go too far wrong. As long as you have that triplet swung kind of reggae feel, it's going to sound good. Thanks for watching. Plenty more charts being added to the One Chart website all the time, and hope to see you there again soon. Thanks.